Hello, and welcome back to VR Club. Today I'm going to be going over some tips for personal exploration of AI. I hope you don't get too tired of these frameworks because I got another one for you. And the four main things that I want to emphasize is exploring, technical foundations, connecting ideas, and reflection. We're going to dive into exploring first. So I feel like there's a lot of misinformation about AI out there, and people paint it as some big, scary thing. But in reality it's just a predictor engine for a lot of these generative AI tools. And at the end of the day, you don't need permission to try these things out. You know, AI is very cool in the fact that it can do a lot of things. All you have to do is, dream it and try it. The more that you explore, the more you try out these different tools, the more that you start to really understand some of the nitty-gritties and how it works. Now, there's a whole variety of different AI tools out there, especially within the generative AI space. And what's even more cool is a thing called open source, which means a lot of these tools are actually free. A lot of these companies don't want students to know that there are a lot of different types of tools out there because they want to get students hooked on their product, right? And so it's really important to expand the knowledge base to understand what's out there and use the free tools to your advantage. The next thing I want to cover is technical foundations. And it's really important to develop and facilitate technical foundations so that people actually understand what is going on behind the scenes when they interact with AI. So, in my opinion, I feel like just using AI is not enough. At the end of the day, if the companies change their product, then you are actually at their mercy. And so I'll just use this analogy, right? You can use a lot of different things to hit a tennis ball. So, for example, you can have a ping pong paddle, you can have a tennis racket, you can have, I don't know, a piece of wood, right? But if I have equipment that is not well suited to the task, if I have a ping pong paddle to play someone with a tennis racket, I'm going to be in big trouble. There's a lot of different types of generative AI out there. It's not just simple chatbots. But the more that you have the technical foundations of understanding how these systems are put together, the better you can utilize these systems for your particular task and also be effective at what you want to accomplish. When you have a strong technical foundation, this allows you to be a better explorer and builder and even user of AI because now you understand what AI can do, what it can't do, its limitations, and areas that you can use to leverage its strength to be able to better accomplish your task. It's also really important to be able to connect the ideas, the technical foundations, with why everything is working the way that they are. I really want to emphasize that it is so important to understand the why. Why did what you did work? The more that you dive deeper, the better you have a deeper understanding of that particular AI. And ultimately, the more that you practice understanding why, then you'll get good at asking these types of questions. At the end of the day, what you practice is what you ultimately get good at. I like to introduce the 80-20 rule. You got to do 80% of the work so that AI can do the remaining 20%. So, for example, if I wanted to write an essay on Shakespeare, if I just put in write an essay on Shakespeare, then ultimately it may come out with a essay that sounds good, but it might not have what I actually want or what the teacher is asking for. If I put in the work to create a strong vision for what I want in my essay, to be able to have the content put in bullet points, to have my topic sentences already written, that gives a lot clearer instructions for the AI for it to be able to help you iterate on creating an actually good essay that you're looking for. And once it gives you the results, don't just stop there. Really iterate. Ask, why did it make these decisions? What are some feedbacks or improvements you might recommend for this particular essay? The more that you interact and ask for feedback, the better that essay can actually become. And last, taking the time to reflect. to really consider, reflect on the process, what you learned, how you got there. Because at the end of the day, it's actually AI plus you. It's an iterative process, but the most important part is you. The more that you improve, the better your interactions become with AI, and the better results you can actually get out of it. So to recap, we have 4 points: to explore, to build your technical foundations, to connect the ideas, and ultimately reflect. I hope this provides you useful knowledge so that you can be able to dive right into AI and just try it out for yourself.